press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children. Subject EVS, topic natural resources, class 5th. Okay, in this class I am going to teach you uses of minerals. Okay, what is minerals? Mineral resources. Minerals are found in the earth as a result of prolonged natural process. Understood? They are available along with rocks in the surface of the earth, isn't it? Okay, now we study about uses of minerals. Okay, minerals, it is a multi-useful material. Which is the multi-useful material? Mineral is a multi-useful material available in nature. Okay, where they are used? Okay, see here, gold. Nowadays, gold is very costly, isn't it? Nowadays, gold is very costly, right? Yes, it is used for making ornaments, jewelry, bangles, necklace, earrings, isn't it? So many purposes. Understood? We used gold for gold ornaments, isn't it? Jewelry. Next, steel. We use gold, we use steel, isn't it? Steel is one kind of a mineral. It is used to build the bridges. Big bridges are used with different kinds of steel. You see bridges, they use steel material, isn't it? Next, you see silver. You can use silver also. You can use silver for making ornaments, bangles, necklace, etc. It is one kind of minerals. These are the uses of minerals. Okay, you can give many examples for the minerals, isn't it? Next, regaining of emptied minerals depend upon scientific process, isn't it? We get minerals depend upon scientific process. Regaining of emptied minerals depend upon scientific process that takes place inside the earth. It takes place inside the earth. If you want to regain minerals, if you want to regain the minerals, it is one scientific process. Which is the scientific process? If we want to regain the minerals, it is one of the scientific process. Okay, it take place where? Inside the earth. Understood? Inside the earth. This process take place inside the earth. Minerals are formed over millions of years, isn't it? Millions are formed how many years? Millions of years. Over millions of years. Hence, they must be very long time used. That's why we used moderately. They take long time. That is, minerals order to regain, we require thousands of years or millions of years. Hence, they must be used moderately. Once again, see here, minerals, it is a multi-useful material, isn't it? Available in nature. See here, gold, steel, silver. Gold we use in nowadays, it is very costly, isn't it? We use for gold making ornaments, and silver also used for making ornaments, vessels, isn't it? Next, steel also used for making big bridges, isn't it? To build the bridges big bridges are used with different kind of steel. Next, regaining the emptied material, minerals depend upon scientific process. It is a scientific process that takes place inside the earth, inside of the earth, inside the earth. Okay. If you want to regain the mineral, what we do, it is one scientific process. It takes place where? It takes place inside the earth. Minerals are formed over millions of years or thousands of years, hence they must be very long process, very long time used. That's why we have to use moderately. They take long time. That is, minerals order to regain, we required thousands of or millions of years. Hence, they must be used moderately. Okay. They must be less used. Instead of this, you should use other alternate use. Okay. I told you the alternate uses of petroleum product and gases, minerals. Also you can use alternate use of minerals. Why we need to use of resources moderately? Excessive use of natural resources, scarcity of resources. Why we need to use the resources moderately? Excessive use of natural resources, scarcity of resources. Okay. See, use of natural resources, scarcity of resources. If resources are continuously used, some of the resources may not be available for in future. Okay. When we are continuously use some of the resources, what happened? These resources may not be available for the future. We use that it continuously, it will get finished up. Okay, what happened? When we use continuously, what happened? It will get finished up. Some resources, when we use continuously, what happened? It will get finished up. Understood? It will be not available for future. It will be not available for our future. It possible this resource regain or should be reused in order to maintain the balance in nature. Understood? In order to maintain the balance in nature, resource must be used moderately. Once again, see, use of natural resources, scarcity of resources. If resources are continuously used, some of the resources, what happened, may not be available in our future. Understood? We use that is continuously, what happened, it will get finished up. That's why it will be not available for our future. It possible this resource should be reused. In order to maintain the balance in nature, resource must be used moderately. Resource must be used moderately. Okay. Alternative resources. Alternative resources. Which are the alternative resources? For example, sunlight, water, soil. These are the alternative resources. Resources like sunlight, water, soil are available everywhere, isn't it? These resources available everywhere on the earth. Understood? Which resources? Resources like sunlight, soil, water, these are available everywhere on the earth. And it is called universal resources. Which are the universal resources? For example, sunlight, water and soil. These are the universal resources. Understood? Which are the universal resources? Sunlight, soil and water, these are the universal resources. Okay, once again see here, these resources available everywhere on the earth. That's why we call universal resources. It means what it is available? It is available everywhere. Understood? It is available everywhere. It is sunlight. Sunlight is present, water is present, soil is present in everywhere, isn't it? It does not finish it up. It does not finish it up. So these you have to use alternately. Other than resources, you have to use this alternately. Understood? Which resources? Sunlight, water, soil are we use alternately because these are the universal resources. It does not finish up. Understood? We see everywhere on the earth. Understood? It means it is available everywhere. It is sunlight. Sunlight is present everywhere. Soil is present everywhere. Water is present everywhere. Understood? These are the universal resources. We use alternative resources also. Understood? We use alternately. Other than resources, you have to use this alternately. Okay. Next, excessive use of fuels. What happened? Excessive use of fuels is very dangerous. Understood? Which is very dangerous? Excessive use of fuels, it is very dangerous to the environment. Okay. It causes damage to layer of earth, that is ozone layer. Which layer? Ozone layer. It produces what? It produces heat. Understood? It produces heat. This heat very dangerous. Fuels produce heat. It is very dangerous. Understood? For our environment. It causes damage to layer of earth, that is ozone layer. Are you heard? Yes, that is ozone layer. Okay. It produces heat. This heat very dangerous. It causes damage to layer of earth, that is ozone layer. You learned that our earth layers is getting smaller and smaller. Understood? Why it became smaller and smaller? Because when we are using fuels produce heat. Understood? It produces heat. This heat is very dangerous for our environment. When we are using excessive of fuels, is very dangerous to our environment. It causes damage to our earth layer, which is ozone layer. Okay. It produces heat. It is very dangerous. It causes damage to layer of earth, that is ozone layer. You learned that our earth layer is getting smaller and smaller. Why? Because these fuels are getting burned and releases different kinds of gases. Understood? These fuels are getting burned and releases different types of gases through which it getting damaged. That is causes to the layer of earth, that is ozone layer. Which layer? Ozone layer. Okay. That layer is called ozone layer. It causing damage to our earth. Fuel releases what? Fuel releases heat. Understood? So it can be used alternative of other resources like solar energy. Understood? It produces with the help of sunlight. How we get solar energy? With the help of sun. Understood? With the help of sun we get solar energy, isn't it? This is alternative resource. This is alternative of other resources like solar energy. Solar energy. How we get? We get from sun. With the help of sun, we get solar energy. We use alternately others resources. Okay. Use alternative of other resources like solar energy. It produces with the help of sunlight. Instead of this fuel, you can use that solar energy. Instead of fuel, what we can use solar energy instead of fuel. Okay. Nowadays, it can be used for electricity also, isn't it? Solar energy can be used for electricity, isn't it? Nowadays we use solar cooker, for cooking, solar cooker and solar heater, isn't it? Nowadays we use solar cooker for cooking, solar heater, everything with help of solar energy. Another thing that is to produce electricity, that is wind energy. Another one is wind energy. Solar energy, another one is wind energy. Okay. Wind energy source always produce water. With the help of water you can produce for what? That is electricity, isn't it? Water, with the help of water you can produce, that is electricity. Understood? Different things are there, that is sun. With help of this, that is alternative use. Why we need to alternative? Because to maintain the balance in nature. We use alternative because we maintain the balance in nature. You have to use sources of energy. What would have happened if there were no minerals? What happened if no minerals in there? What happened? Minerals are used by us to fulfill our day-to-day needs. Understood? Minerals, we want minerals. Minerals are used by us to fulfill our day-to-day needs. That's why we want minerals. Understood? Minerals very useful for us, our day-to-day life, isn't it? To fulfill our daily needs. These minerals are used. If there are no minerals on earth, the existence of life could not support on the surface of earth. What happened if there are no minerals? What happened? On earth, the existence of life could not support on the surface of earth. Okay? Because minerals are essential for the life, isn't it? Minerals are essential for our life. There would be no life. We think that there would be no life supported on the earth, isn't it? Because of minerals are essential for the life. This was the end. Understood? This is very, very important for our life. Once again, see here why we need to alternative, because to maintain the balance in nature. You have to use sources of energy. Then what would you have happened if there were no minerals? If no minerals is there, what happened? Minerals are used by us to fulfill our day-to-day life, our day-to-day needs. It is very essential for us to fulfill our daily needs. These minerals are used. Okay, if there are no minerals on earth, what happened? The existence of life could not support, the existence of life could not support on the surface of earth, because minerals are essential for the life. There would be no life. We think that there would be no life supported on the earth because of minerals are essential for the life. Understood? Okay. Next, see here, what is natural resources? Our earth consists of essential resources which support life: water, soil, air, minerals, plants and animals, etc., which occur naturally. What is natural resources means? Which occur naturally on earth are called natural resources. Understood? Once again, which occur naturally on earth are called natural resources. Isn't it? These resources are necessary for all living organisms, including man also. These are the most valuable things in the progress of mankind. Isn't it? We see here generally natural resources can be classified into two groups. First one is renewable resources, second one is non-renewable resources. Resources like solar energy, air, water, soil, forest, etc. are available in nature. Understood? In spite of their usage. Since there are continuously available renewable resources, continuously available over the period of human lifetime, these resources are called renewable resources. Understood? Last class we have to learn about renewable resources. These renewable resources are the resources which can use day to day, can be renewed. Example, renewable resources are sunlight, water, soil. These are the renewable resources, isn't it? Non-renewable resources are resources which cannot be reused. After some days. It get finished up, isn't it? For example, fuels, petroleum products, natural gases, coal, these are the non-renewable resources. These non-renewable resources, you have to use it moderately. Why we use moderately? Because it cannot get renewed. In order to get renewed, it required millions of years or thousands of millions of years. You have to wait for the millions of years. If it will finish up, you have to wait millions of years. It is natural process, isn't it? ಅಂದರೆ ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ಭೂಪದರದೊಳಗೆ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿರುವ ಸಸ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ದೇಹಗಳು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಸಿಗದೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಕೊಳೆತು ಹೋಗಿ ಪಳೆಯುಳಿಕೆ ಇಂಧನ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖವಾದವು ಎಂದರೆ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ, ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಅನಿಲ, ಕಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಲು. ಇಸ್ಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಖನಿಜಗಳು ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಂದ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಪುಗೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಅವು ಶಿಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಿರಿನ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೊರತೆಗೆಯಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಖನಿಜಗಳು ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಭರ್ತಿಯಾಗಲು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಒಳಗೆ ನಡೆಯುವ ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ವೈಜ್ಞಾನಿಕ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಯನ್ನು ಅದು ಅವಲಂಬಿಸಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಪಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕಾಲ ನಾವು ಕಾಯಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಖನಿಜಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ರೂಪುಗೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ತುಂಬ ಮಿತವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸಬೇಕು. ಇದರ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬಳಸಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗೂ ದೊರೆಯುವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲವಾದ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ದೊರೆಯುವ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು? ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು, ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್, ನೀರು, ವಾಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್, ಮಣ್ಣು. ಇದು ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾಗಿ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿ, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್, ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ, ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಳಕು, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಬೆಳಕು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, ನೀರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಮಣ್ಣು ಕೂಡ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಯೂ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇವುಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಈ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ನಾವು ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ವರ್ಷಗಳು ನಾವು ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಯಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಖನಿಜಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ರೂಪುಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಲಕ್ಷಾಂತರ ವರ್ಷಗಳ ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಖನಿಜಗಳು ರೂಪುಗೊಳ್ತವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಖನಿಜಗಳನ್ನು, ಮಿನರಲ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ತುಂಬ ಮಿತವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಡು ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಉರುವಲು ಅಥವಾ ಮರ ಮುಟ್ಟುಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಡನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದರೆ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಪುನಃ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಗ ಕಾಡುಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತವೆ? ನವೀಕರಿಸಲಾಗದ ನಾನ್ ರಿನ್ಯೂವಬಲ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪುನಃ ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕು. ಮಿತವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸುವುದರ ಮೂಲಕ ನವೀಕರಿಸಬಹುದಾದ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ನಾವು ಈ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಸರ್ಗಿಕ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ನವೀಕರಿಸಬಹುದಾದ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೇನು, ನವೀಕರಿಸಲಾಗದ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಖನಿಜಗಳು ಇರಬಹುದು ಅದರ ಯೂಸಸ್ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Understood? We study about what is natural resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Understood? Thank you, children.